The gladiators are gathered and the elite of the city are celebrating Glaber's patronage. The men look towards the guards. Crixus and Spartacus will be facing each other. Crixus says that he has given his answer. The men then begin fighting. It is 2 days earlier. During training, Spartacus spreads word for escape. Glaber's men hurt the gladiators. When Doctorius complains about this, Batiatus says that his attention has now focused on politics. He wants to free Doctorius and make him the Leanister of the Ludus, and people will call him by his name, Eunomaus. But he says that he heard a rumor that Batiatus killed Barca, but he says that he did it because Barca disobeyed his order and killed everyone. Lucretia recommends that they organize a life and death battle between Spartacus and Crixus. When Batiatus is afraid that Spartacus might lose, she says that they must ensure Crixus loses. Spartacus asks Mira to leave the villa's gates open for his attack. We then see Spartacus and Crixus battle. Mira tells him to wait so he prolongs the battle. It is now 1 day earlier. When Crixus talks about gaining freedom, Eunomaus tells him that he'll bring Naevia to him when he becomes the Leanister. Crixus trains hard. He rejects to help Spartacus and states that he will return Naevia. But Spartacus doubts that Batiatus killed his wife. He tells Crixus that if he joins him, they will rescue her. Crixus says that in another life they may have been brothers. He will not join his cause and says that if he takes his life, he must save Naevia. Spartacus says if he takes his, he must at one point take Batiatus' life. Asher brought a poison that will weaken Crixus. The men battle during the celebration. As they admire Crixus, Mira leaves and stabs one of the guards. It is the morning of the day. Spartacus tells Aurelia that she should get away and that Numerius is actually the one who commanded to kill Varro, but she doesn't believe it. Lucretia wants to know if Naevia meant anything to Crixus and says that she's pregnant with his child. He says that he dreamt of having a child with Naevia. Mira waves towards Spartacus. He beats down Crixus and says that they poisoned him because they want him dead. They continue fighting and Spartacus still tries to convince him. He's then dropped. He picks up the shield and gives a sign to Spartacus. Spartacus then runs up and jumps up to the balcony. He stabs a man. As he tries to kill Batiatus, Eunomaus holds him back. Crixus snaps the whip and tells the men to kill them all. Batiatus is panicking. Spartacus slaughters the guards and the gladiators battle as well. When Eunomaus tries to intervene, Crixus tells him that Batiatus killed Spartacus' wife and he was poisoned. He wants him to join. As the men fight, Agron's brother gets stabbed and dies from his wound. Mira opens the gates and the gladiators flood in and start their attack. Lydia tells her men to seal the doors. As they knock, they all get slaughtered in the villa. Eunomaus hunts down Asher and mentions that he warned him of Barca and gives him a sword. Diamana says that Lydia barred the doors. As they're fleeing, Aurelia is told to hide Numerius. Asher is beaten down. As Eunomaus wants to cut him down, he cuts his leg and runs off. He hides under her body. As Lucretia looks for Batiatus, Crixus asks her where Naevia is. She doesn't tell and pleads for her child. He then stabs her. Aurelia grabs a knife and asks Numerius if he commanded to kill Varro. He says that Varro was nothing and deserved it. She then decides to stab young Numerius in fury. Batiatus fights back and Lucretia enters. Spartacus then reiterates to him what he said in the beginning, what he would do to get to his beloved, and then beats him down. He says he lied about his wife. When Batiatus tries to lecture him about fate, Spartacus finally ends him. He falls down next to his wife. Spartacus now says that he did it because it is just, and they are all free. But if they join him, they will see Rome tremble. Everyone then finally leaves the Ludus. Andy Whitfield, the actor who portrayed Spartacus, died a little after having completed the first season of the series.